Hello everyone, welcome to another learning time with Miss Blessing. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning to multiply three numbers. Yes, three numbers. Come along, let's find out how. Here, we've been asked to complete the calculations to match the arrays. Each of the arrays represents 3 multiply 5. How did we get 3 and how did we get 5? We have 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 rows in all, and each row has got how many beads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each row has got 5 beads. So the same representation we have here is the same for the rest of each group. So each of these represents 3 multiply 5, 3 multiply 5, 3 multiply 5, and 3 multiply 5. Now, how do we represent this number sentence showing 3 numbers? So we could say, how many groups do we have in all? We have 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could say 4 multiply 3 multiply 5 is the same as 4 times 15. How did we get 15 again? Remember, 3 multiply 5 is 15. So what would be 4 multiply 15? 4 multiply 15 would be 60. How did we get 60? Someone would say. You could use the long multiplication to help you. You write 15 and then 4. And then don't forget to put the multiplication sign so someone would know what you are doing, whether it's addition or subtraction or multiplication. So we know that 4 times 5 is 20, but we are not going to write 20 here. We're just going to write the 0 in the ones because this is the ones, and then exchange the 2 over here where we have 1/10. Now, what is 4 multiply 1? 4 multiply 1 is 4, and then we add the 2/10 which we have moved over. So 4 multiply 2, 4 plus 2, pardon me, is 6. So 4 times 15 is 60. I will do this one more time. Now we are multiplying 15 by 4. First we multiply the ones, and 4 times 5 is 20. Rather than writing 20 ones, we're going to write 0 and exchange the 2/10 because in 20 we have 0 ones and 2 tens. So we're going to move the 2 over to the tens place and then write the ones, which is the 0, in the ones place. And then we multiply 4 times 1, that is 4, and then add the 2/10. So 4 plus 2 is 6, and we get our answer as 4 multiply 15 is 60. Now, over here, we've been asked to use our knowledge of number facts to solve these calculations. We have 8 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Remember, we are learning to multiply 3 numbers. So to make our work easier, we will usually start by multiplying the smaller numbers first. We know that 2 multiplied 2 is 4. If you said 4, well done. 2 multiplied 2 is 4. Now we have 8 left. 8 multiplied 4 is... Did you say 32? If you did, well done. Now let's proceed to the next one. 4 multiply 3 multiply 4. We know that 4 times 3 is 12. Now 12 multiply 4 is what? Did you say 48? Well done if you did. Let's proceed to the last one. We have 10 multiply 7 multiply 3. So we have 3 times 7 is 21, and 21 multiplied 10 would give us 210. And someone would say, oh, how did she do these big numbers? It's super easy. We have, remember, multiply the smaller numbers first. We already know that 7 multiplied 3 is 21. So how did we get 210? We multiplied 21 with 10. here we go. Using the long multiplication fact or long multiplication method, we write our tens and our ones, and then we multiply. 0 multiply 1 is 0. 0 multiply 2 is 0. 1 multiply 1 is 1. We write that in the tens place, and 1 multiply 2 is 2. Why did we write that in the tens place? Because now we are multiplying by the tens number. So when we are done, we add all together. 0 here comes down, becomes 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, and we bring down the 2 because there's nothing to add. So that is how we got 210. Or better still, remember, when you're multiplying a number by 10, just add 0 to the number because 10 has just one 0. So our answer is 210. Hope this is clear. Well done if it is. Now we've been asked to solve this word problem. What picture and multiplication calculation could you see? Here is a picture representation. I've given you this. You can actually create your own picture representation. Here it says there are 5 boxes of cupcakes. Let's count the boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 boxes of cupcakes, and each box contains 2 rows. We have 1, 2 rows, 1, 2 rows, 1, 2 rows, 1, 2, 1, 2. So each of these contains 2 rows of 4 cupcakes of 4. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each of the row has 4 cupcakes. How many cupcakes are there all together? Remember, we are learning to multiply 3 numbers. So what 3 numbers do we need to multiply to get the total number of cupcakes in these 5 boxes? First, we were given how many boxes? 5. So our first number would be 5. And then how many rows? 2 rows. And how many cupcakes in each row? 4. So we have 5 multiply 2 multiply 4. So 2 multiply 4 is 8, and then 8 multiply 5 is 40. So we have 40 cupcakes in total for all the boxes. Hope you got this correctly. Well done if you did. Now we are asked to look at the calculations and explain which is the odd one out and why. But before we can be able to explain which is the odd one out and why, we need to figure out the answers, right? Yes. Okay, let's figure out the answers. Now 2 multiply 3 we know is 6, and 6 multiply 4 is 24. Let's move over to the next one. Do you know how we got 24 still? 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 multiply 6 is still 24. Let's proceed to the next. 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 multiply 2 is still 24. 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 multiply 4 is 24. Ooh, each of them gives us 24 as the answer. So how do we know the odd one out? Take a very good critical look. You're going to find the answer. Did you see it already? Yes, I bet you did. You see, for each of these 3, we use the same number to multiply. 4, 2, 3. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. The numbers has just been interchanged. Remember, we've learned previously that multiplication is commutative. It doesn't matter the position of the numbers, as long as it's the same numbers you are using to multiply, it's going to give you the same product. It's going to give you the same answer. So 6 multiply 2 is the odd one out because they have used different numbers for the multiplication number sentence, unlike the other 3 that have used the same number facts. So this is the odd one out. Well done if you figured. Now here is the final one before we go. We are asked that if the product is 10, what could the number sentence be? Find all possibilities. I've shown you one example here. If the product is 10, what could the number sentence be? And an example has been given right here. 2 multiply 5 multiply 1 is equals to 10. What other possible answers could we get? Remember, multiplication is commutative. This means you can change the position of the numbers and you will still get the same answer. Pause the video and have a go. Welcome back. Did you think of changing the position of the first example that was given to make 2 multiply 1 multiply 5 equals to 10? What about 5 multiply 2 multiply 1 equals to 10? And 5 multiply 1 multiply 2 and 1 multiply 5 multiply 2 and 1 multiply 2 multiply 5? And finally, did you think of 1 multiply 10 multiply 1, or 1 multiply 1 multiply 10, or 10 multiply 1 multiply 1? If you did, well done. That was super amazing. I bet you are confident with today's lesson. Please like, subscribe and share for more videos. And this is me saying bye for now. See you in the next video. Bye everyone.